has also had to learn to love her body. 18 months ago, her anorexia was deeply entrenched when we put her on a course to snap her out of her dangerous eating habits. Her distorted self-image had led her to starve her body, but one task, a massage, opened her eyes to the reality of her skeletal frame.
I don't like how I look. A bit shy and embarrassed about them seeing my protruding bones.
Now firmly in recovery, today is a momentous day for Emma.
It's my birthday, and my present from my mother today is a massage. I'm still feeling very nervous and apprehensive, but probably not so scared as I was previously.
Getting undressed for the massage was less traumatic than it was on the course. I'm still coming to terms with the new body shape, but now I've done it, hopefully I can get myself to do it again.
If you think that you or someone you know might have body dysmorphia or an eating disorder, find out where to go for help at channel4.com/supersize. Back in the feeding clinic, Chris and Nathan are continuing to challenge each other's habits, and lunch provides a further test.
We've got chips, bread, a couple of sausages, a bit of bacon, eggs, Tommy K, and some garlic bread.
For Chris, it's Nathan's solitary pack of salt and vinegar from the salon.
Bit gutted. That is more than you should have. But I can't imagine that you could actually exist on crisps at lunchtime.
Nathan's keen to put on the pounds, but he isn't facing Chris's greasy fry-up with a great deal of gusto.
The thought of eating everything else is making me feel a little bit sick.
The deal was really, though, that I eat what you eat and you eat what I eat.
But the simple fact is it's easier to eat less than it is to eat more.
So you finished then?
Yeah. Sorry.
But when Chris's dessert of pancakes and ice cream comes out, sweet-toothed Nathan seems to have found a bit of extra space from somewhere.
So when you say you're full, I expected you to be full.
There's savoury full and dessert full. I knew that dessert was coming, I just knew that dessert would come.
I just can't believe that you weren't able to finish your main meal and you've still been able to have a complete dessert. So it just makes me sort of question how full you really were.
Chris's idea of being full is completely different to me. My idea of being full is leaving that 10% for the rest of the meal, which is your dessert.
He made out like he had two stomachs. I think he's a cow. He's got like one stomach for savoury, one stomach for sweet. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, Chris's final offering at dinner would certainly be enough for two. While he gets a reasonable helping of chicken chow mein, Nathan is presented with a terrifying takeaway selection of curry sauce, chips, 2 battered sausages, scampi, and more garlic bread, plus 3 glasses of cola on top.
This, to me, just looks like my worst nightmare. It just looks awful.
Maybe try a bit of the scampi and the curry sauce, if you can. That's my favourite thing.
It's horrible. It's so spicy as well.
And Nathan's body is unaccustomed to such a grease-laden plateful.
I'm actually feeling a bit shaky.
Yeah, I can see you shaking.
I'm getting a dab on. I'm scared of burping in case I feel like I'm going to be sick.
So that's me done. Do you think you're going to manage any more?
Definitely not. No way.
But though he struggled with that monstrous mane, Nathan rouses himself for a final push.
You know, this has probably been my hardest meal yet.
So do you think when you go back home, do you think you're going to try and make more of an effort to like plan, like in the morning maybe get up a bit earlier and make your food?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to obviously take more responsibility for myself. That's what, you know, you do as a grown-up.
And I need to do that as well. I'm definitely ready to get on with this diet now.
And right on cue, Dr. Christian's ready to hand over their blueprints for a healthier future.
These are your diet plans. This is going to tell you all that you need to know for the next 3 months and hopefully beyond.
Chris's plan cuts his calorie intake from 4,276 to 2,300 a day by ditching those takeaways in favour of healthy cooked meals and swapping savoury snacks and sausages for crisp breads and fruit. Nathan needs to give his calorie intake a serious boost, so it's out with the packet meals and in with proper portions of meat and oily fish and healthier snacks like fruit and cereal bars.
It's essentially not taking away all the things that you love most. It's just trying to encourage you to eat a little bit more healthily and to teach you about portion size. Nathan, that one's yours to get you a little bit buffer and bigger when I see you again. And Chris, and they'll get you slimmed down. All right, best of luck. See you guys.
I'm going to go home and definitely eat a lot more than I'm used to eating. I'm definitely going to push myself.
Having the chats with Dr. Christian, seeing the disgusting things that what I'm eating is actually doing to my body was a real wake-up call for me. I want to get onto the plan and I want to change my life.
Definitely been an experience.
It has.
We'll find out later if the boys stick to their healthy eating plans. In his bid to keep our unhealthy food habits in check, Dr. Christian has been stateside.
All this series I've been reporting on America's worsening obesity crisis from Evansville, Indiana, America's fattest city, to try to stop us in the UK from heading in the same direction.
38% of Evansville residents have a BMI of 30 or above. With a fast food joint on every corner, there's temptation everywhere you look.
Chinese to barbecue to places that have everything you want.
Steaks, fried fish. Everybody likes barbecued ribs.
But what happens when you're so addicted to food, you just can't stop eating?
When you have weight issues, admitting that you have a problem is a vital first step, and the people in this meeting are about to do just that.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Thursday evening Overeaters Anonymous meeting. My name's and I'm a compulsive overeater.
Overeaters Anonymous are a global organisation who support people who just can't control the urge to eat. And here in Evansville, things are so bad that there are 3 sessions a week.
You know, for me, cheesecake was like crack cocaine would be to a crack addict. I could not rest, could not sleep as long as I knew that cheesecake was there.
I ate from the time I got up in the morning until the time I went to bed.
And I proved to myself without a shadow of a doubt that if I'm left to my own devices, I'm going to eat myself to death.
What I know today is that I had the disease of addiction, but by working the steps, the desire to overeat compulsively has been lifted.
By sharing their thoughts here, members can start on the road to recovery. And Dr. Christian wants to know what's driven these Evansville residents to attend.
How does it feel to be revealing so much about yourselves here?
I can drink 1 or 2 glasses of wine and then I stop. But when it comes to food, I just don't stop. The reason that I have 15 days of abstinence now is listening to another member. And so as he shares honestly, that inspires me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Christian.
And with obesity at critical levels in Evansville, Dr. Christian's impressed with this positive approach.
Some of these stories are incredibly moving. And actually what these people have realised is it's not simply a question of being greedy. Food can be a real addiction, and it's something that science is only just getting to grips with. But these people are a long way ahead of science in realising that.
Eating addiction is becoming increasingly recognised in the UK too. Overeaters Anonymous meetings now take place in more than 90 locations across the country. It's been more than 10 weeks since takeaway addict Chris and scrawny stylist Nathan left the feeding clinic. Time to find out if they've stuck to their healthy eating plans.
I am quite nervous today about finding out the weight loss. I've been working really hard and I know I've been really sticking to it. I just hope that it shows on the scales, really.
Chris, I can see straight away that there have been some big changes with you, haven't there? How have the last few months been?
I've been sticking to the diet very closely. I've been doing lots of exercise. I built it up from swimming once a week to swimming 2 or 3 times a week now.
Great.
And the gym once or twice a week as well.
You had vast platefuls of food and takeaway. Have you managed to rein that in?
It was a dead stop. As soon as I started the eating plan, that was it, no more takeaways.
And you don't miss them, or...?
Yeah, of course I do. Miss them occasionally.
Right. And I'm guessing you've probably saved quite a bit of money out of all this.
A lot of money, yeah, I have. Yeah, I've been able to afford some new clothes and to go out a bit more as well.
This is all sounding fantastic, and I can't wait and see what the result is.
I'm really nervous about stepping onto the scales. If I've not put the weight on, then I'll be quite disappointed with myself, really.
So, tell me, how has the last few months been?
I've enjoyed cooking. I've enjoyed doing meals from scratch and not just buying a microwavable meal.
Well, I was going to ask you about that, because your sort of specialty, really, as grand as it got, was pasta and sauce.
I can honestly say that I've not done a pasta and sauce since before I went into the feeding clinic. I bought myself a training ball and I bought myself some weights. I've definitely noticed a sort of a big change in energy levels. I feel a lot more sort of awake in the morning.
Seeing you today, you do look much brighter, healthier, happier. The changes that you're making now really are laying foundations for a much healthier future for you, so it's all good. I'm happy. It's good to see you again.
Time for the gents to be reunited.
Hello, mate.
You all right?
Looking good.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
I felt like I was waiting for a blind date walking through that door then.
Yeah, you're looking really good.
You're looking quite slim in your face, really.
Thank you.
Chaps, let me come in and put you out of your miseries then, shall I? Nathan, let's start with you. You had quite a lot of bad habits to get over, really, didn't you?
Yeah.
Which isn't easy.
No.
So weight-wise, do you think you've gained?
I'll say I'm hoping I've gained.
I can tell you, modest but important, 3 pounds.
Fabulous.
But you've put on an inch around your arms. Now, an inch when your arms aren't huge to start with is a lot, and you've also put on an inch around your chest. So give it 6 months, you're going to be ripped, and that's going to be good. I think you're going to be very happy. So really well done. What do you think, Chris?
I can really see the chest, actually. I think that's probably what makes your face look different as well.
Chris, what in an ideal world would you have liked to have lost, target weight?
I was hoping for 3 stone loss.
That's a little bit ambitious, isn't it, wouldn't you say?
Maybe. I'd have liked to have got to 3.
I can tell you that you have actually only lost 3 stone. You've done it. You've done it.
Yes.
Oh, yes, you've done it. Phenomenal. Huge amount of weight.
Yes.
Possibly, if I'm going to say anything, it's a little bit faster than I would have liked. So you can actually afford to just chill a little bit now, but phenomenal. And oh my God, doesn't it show, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
100%.
You have lost 11 inches around your tummy, which is probably the most that I have yet seen in this short time. 11. That is why you are having to buy new trousers.
I'm just so excited that I've done it. You can't even put it into words. When I get home, nothing's going to change. I've lost 3 stone. I've got another 7 to go, and I'm just really looking forward to having a go and carrying on.
I'm feeling pretty happy with myself, actually. 3 pounds for the size that I am is quite a lot of weight. If I can keep on doing what I've obviously been doing, I'm going to be my end goal within sort of the next year.
Next week, there's tension at the table as Supersize Saskia swaps diets with Superskinny Nick.
Do you not think you should at least try to eat the porridge?
Just can't eat the food.
19-year-old Jonathan reveals the extremes of his eating disorder.
In 9 months, I lost just over 11 stone.
And in Evansville, the obese community are calling on God to help them lose weight.
I have seen it all now. Jesus and weight loss. Why not?
Having a GSOH is usually top of the list. Next on 4, a comedian with Tourette's is looking for love. Our brand new series, The Undateables. And just in case you missed embarrassing bodies last night, well, you can catch up with 4OD.